something good has just happened. This is good news to people that are living in Europe. I just finished my work now. So let me quickly tell you something. For those ones that want to retire here in Italy or in Europe, for people, now I've just heard something from my boss, my capo. In Italy, you call them capo, our employer and also boss. So just finished my work now. You know what just happened? He has told me that there is a way that everyone can retire, not waiting without us waiting up to 75 years that they are fixed, or 70 something years or 60 something years, working. No, there is an easy way that you can retire yourself from this hard labor, from this kind of work that everyone are working: farm work, fabrica work, factory work, picking, magazino work, and different kind of work, all of which we are stressing ourselves. Many people don't know about it. The boss or my boss is just approximately maybe 32 or 34 years. Many of us with senior rank, very young guy, now he get this company. Many of us with, so he was telling me the story, how everything has unfolded. He said not just only in Italy, in any part of Europe or even in the whole world, people don't know. He has given me a clue, of which I've come here to come and tell many of African people, many foreigners. Say many people are working day and night, working up to retire up to 70 years, 60 years. Before you know, everything does scatter. There is a way. There is a way. He was telling me one day that when he was going to school then, that he used to take Dua Banameto bus ticket and also train ticket. He was telling me how much it was then. And when was he talking about? He was talking about, I think 2009, 2010, 2012. And that's in 2012. Me, I'd already start work. I'd already work fabrica work in Italy. Then he was in school. Then he now later finished school, which is ordinary secondary school. He don't even go university. He finished secondary school. Then he has to start working. Then this type of work we are working at, he has to start. He worked for only few years. Within at least approximately, may I say 10 years. He has worked for ordinary 10 years. And now he has opened his factory. He has opened his fabrica. He has opened his own. How did he do it? How did he do it? He said there is a way that you can retire and free yourself. Then you can start doing whatsoever you want to do. You can even have your factory, you can have your autonomous, you can have your private work and other things you want to be doing. Now, he's not in charge of more than 15 or 10 people in this place working for him. Some of us, we even hold pastor. Some of us now hold papa, some day 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, when they work, they follow him. Just young guy, waiting be the unfolding. You dey Europe, you dey anywhere. You don't need to wait in 75 years. You don't need to wait to 60 something years. You don't need to wait to whatsoever years. He has given us a clue. Waiting be the clue. Number one, he said when he started work, he has to start developing himself. Self-development. Some of his mates, they have to go and buy cars and do different things, but he was preparing. He was saving. He was developing himself. He was learning how they work, how the fabric they work, how those things they work, how he will set up his own. That is what he was concerned about. It was not just there in the factory only because of money. It was not be say Papa get money, Papa not get. Papa was still working ordinary fabrica work. So you understand? He said it was not just in that factory. Only go there in the morning, come back in the evening, all because of only the money. No. He said he was having something behind his mind. He's only going to go to that fabrica to go and work, to learn how the things they play. Because he get inside, he said that after a few years, he want to resign, then he will go open his own. He want to retire, he will go open his own. That is what he has told me. That blew my mind. It was not there because of money. Many of us were already in fabrica. Many of us were in company work, in different kind of work. We are just there only because of the cash. Only because of the money. Only because of we will go there in the morning. We need the salary. The salary to take care of ourselves, to pay our rent, to pay light bill. Only because of that, we're not concerned about any other thing. We don't want to put high for ground to know how was it plan that same role. We don't want to put high for ground to know whether there's another thing we can do. And do you know what? He said not using money. He didn't even save money and waiting. Not be, maybe they receive 1,000. Come what they save on 2,000, come they save on no. He said he used a leverage, waiting we're in capitalist society. Italy, Europe are in capitalist society, of which whatsoever thing you want to do, just go to bank, tell them your plan, proposal, tell them your plan, what you want to do. They will have to give you the money, the most important thing, they are how they come. He built this factory. He took over this factory, not from his father. He built it, or he bought this already made factory, then constructed it the way he wanted it. He started only in 2020. I've been working on that place. He came looking for people that are already working in this kind of job. They are the people he wants. Now, because he fetch me, say, me, I come, you go, you want better. That's why I take switch. You understand? That's why other people, they bring other people. He started only in 2020. And now, he's going far. What was the secret? He said he has to develop himself. That is the only thing he needs. He only has to develop himself. So what are you doing? Are you developing yourself? After you close from work, we just come. Many of us, we just close from work, reach and sit down for sofa, sit down for chair, start to watch Facebook and other things. We are not thinking about, now, do you want to remain forever? Do you want to stay till 70 years before you retire? My brother, it's not going to happen. It's not supposed to be. You have to start thinking about what you got to do. How do you need to impact yourself? How you need to add more to yourself. When you get home, start studying, developing yourself. What are you watching? Are the things you are watching developing you? There are many online courses, online training courses, everything online, of which you can learn from. How to invest, how to do different things that at the end of it, you don't have to stay in 10 years, 50 years, 70 years before you retire in your fabric. I'm telling you, this one where it works generally. It works universally. In Nigeria, in America, in UK, people in UK, they are still suffering because they don't know the logic the way out. People still in America, the same thing. Wherever you do, whether in Nigeria, people have caught this idea. When you get this idea in Nigeria, when you get this idea in Germany, France, wherever you do, anywhere, my dear, I'm telling you, you don't have to wait till 75 years before you will retire. Many of our people, I see some of our people that are already 70 years, 80 years, 60 years, they are waiting until they get to 70 years before they will retire. Body not be body again. Look at people, look at it. You have to look at people for you to make decision. Why are you going to Fabrica? Are you going to just look at the kind of work you are working? Are you going to remain like this till you get to 75 years? How is it going to be? You have to start thinking outside the box. There are many of us, we go work in the morning, come back in the evening, with more days in Friday or Saturday. They will still have time to go to clubs. It baffles me. They don't sit down to think about their financial situation. They don't sit down to think about how they need to add to things. Every day, every Saturday, every Friday, they have to still go club. Go to pay money. They have never one day thought about, is there any kind of things I can learn online? Is there any way I can improve my financial situation? My 1,000 euro when they receive every month. My 2,000 euro when they receive every month. Is there a way I can have to reach? Many just start giving birth. Some of them never even married. They are going from club to club. You will start giving birth for God's sake. You start having family for God's sake. You start, one room not go reach you. If you take one room now, they flex yourself. They do anyhow. They go from club to club. Not be one room you can't deal with your family, with your children. You have to start thinking outside the box. You understand? What can you do? Many are there now waiting for pension because they will not having anything laid down. And after the pension, it will still be very hard for them. We live in a world of which this time around, I'm telling you, is the easiest year, the easiest generation to expand in anything. Is the easiest generation. Many of us get ordinary cell phone. Sometimes we say we don't want to improve ourselves. We get handsets. We get different things. You can use it to enter social media. Many of us are watching people that are making thousands, millions. You just come back from work, you sit down, they watch people, they laugh, quack, quack, quack. Sometimes I reach house, I still have to go and make video. I know say if I put video there, people will still watch, and money will still come out for there. I've trained myself. I'm trying to go from one seminar to the other. Sometimes many of us, we don't, just that maybe in Italy, it don't happen much like that. We don't have much seminar, but you have people go to seminars to listen to ways on how to educate themselves, on how to advance. You understand? I've gone from one seminar to the other just to make sure say I get more understanding on how to improve myself. You have to start improving yourself. After you improve yourself, you have to be hungry. You have to be hungry for it. When you have that hunger in you, the hunger to leave the situation you are now, when you have that hunger to leave this kind of situation we are now, at the end of it, a way must surely be made. So that is it. But when we don't have the hunger, the way will not be made. So that is it. So when you have to have the hunger, even in your working place, wherever, what are you listening to? What are you listening to? are the things that are going to help you. That is the thing. So there is a way out of this rat race. Waiting be the way. Number one, start developing yourself. Then number two, start making use of the capital, the use of the leverage. Waiting be the capital of the leverage. You have opportunity to go to bank, to go and ask for loan to make investment in Africa. In Africa, even here in Italy, in Germany, France, wherever you are, you have opportunity. I'm telling you, opportunity is there for you to start making leverage, start laying down things off, which at the end of it all, give yourself 5 years, give yourself 10 years, the way it did its own. You can also exit this rat race. That is my plan. That is everybody's plan. I want everybody to come to the board, everyone to start thinking about it. When you are settled, you just relax for this one salary, 1,000 euro, say 2,000 euro, 1,005. Every day you go to work, you come back, you are tired, you just relax in that your tiredness. Are you not thinking about it? Are you not thinking about it? You go out, your waste not be waste again. Are you not thinking about it? That how am I going to live this? When you start thinking about it, then different thoughts will start coming on how to get something done, on how